Welcome to Chapter 6 Modern Canada. Trade and Economic Growth. Post-war Canada enjoyed record prosperity and material progress. The world's restrictive trading policies in the Depression era were opened up by such treaties as the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, now the World Trade Organization. Oil was discovered in 1947 in Alberta, which began Canada's modern energy industry. In 1951, majority of Canadians were able to afford food, shelter and clothing. The Canada Health Act ensures basic standard of coverage. Unemployment insurance was introduced in 1940 by federal government. Old age security was devised in 1927 and Canada and Quebec pension plans in 1965. Canada and Quebec. Quebec experienced an era of rapid change in 1960s known as Quiet Revolution. In 1963 Parliament developed Royal Commission on Bilingualism and Biculturalism. This leads to Official Language Act of 1969, which guarantees English and French services in federal government across Canada. A changing society. The idea of multiculturalism, as a result of 19th and 20th century immigration, gained a new impetus. In 1948, Japanese Canadians were given a right to vote. In 1960, Aboriginal people were given right to vote. Today every citizen over the age of 18 can vote. Arts and culture. Canadians have made significant contributions to literature in English and French novelists, poets, historians, educators and musicians have had a significant cultural impact. Musicians such as Sir Ernest Macmillan and Healy Willan won renown in Canada and abroad. Writers such as Joy Kagawa, Michael Ondaatje, and Rohinton Mistry have diversified Canada's literary experience. Canada is best known for Group of Seven founded in 1920, who developed style of painting to capture rugged wilderness landscapes. Emily Carr painted the forests and Aboriginal artifacts of the West Coast. Les Automatists of Quebec were pioneers of modern abstract art in the 1950s, most notably Jean-Paul Riopelli. Louis-Philippe Hébert was a celebrated sculptor of historical figures. Kenajoak Ashevak pioneered modern Inuit art with etchings, prints, and soapstone sculptures. Sports have flourished as all provinces and territories have produced amateur and professional star athletes and Olympic medal winners. Basketball was invented by James Naismith in 1891. Wayne Gretzky is one of the greatest hockey player. In 1996, Donovan Bailey became world record sprinter and double gold medalist. Chantal Petitclerc became a world champion wheelchair racer and Paralympic gold medalist. In 1980, Terry Fox, who lost one leg to cancer at 18 age, ran a Marathon of Hope, to raise money for cancer research. In 1985, Rick Hansen circled the globe in wheelchair to raise awareness for spinal cord research. Mark Tewksbury is an Olympic gold medalist and prominent activist for gay and lesbian Canadians. In 1972, Paul Henderson scored the winning goal for Canada in the Canada-Soviet Summit Series. This goal is often referred to as the goal heard around the world. Catriona Lumay won a gold medal in speed skating at Olympic Winter Games. Marshall McLuhan and Harold Innis were pioneer thinkers. Since 1989, Canadian astronauts have participated in space exploration, often using Canadian-built Canadarm. Gerhard Herzberg, John Polanyi, Sidney Altman, Richard Taylor, Michael Smith, Bertram Brockhaus were Nobel Prize-winning scientists. Canadians have made various discoveries and inventions. Alexander Graham Bell hit the idea of telephone at his Canadian summer house. Joseph Armand Bombardier invented snowmobile, a lightweight winter vehicle. Sir Sandford Fleming invented the world system of standardized time zones. Matthew Evans and Henry Woodward invented first electric bulb, later sold the patent to Thomas Edison. Reginald Fessenden contributed to the invention of radio by sending first wireless voice message around the world. Dr. Wilder Penfield was a pioneering brain surgeon known as the greatest living Canadian. Dr. John A. Hopps invented the first cardiac pacemaker, used today to save the lives of people with heart disorders. Spar Aerospace National Research Council invented the Canadarm, a robotic arm used in outer space. Mike Lazaridis and Jim Balsillie of Research in Motion, a wireless communications company known for its most famous invention, the BlackBerry. Sir Frederick Banting and Charles Best invented insulin, a hormone to treat diabetes. Thank you for watching. For more content on Canadian Citizenship Test, like, subscribe and share.